What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Leo, and today we're going to be talking about Will Campbell, the tackle out of LSU, one of the top regarded tackle prospects in this coming draft class. Now, I watched one previous game on him, the South Carolina game. I wasn't too impressed for him to be like a consensus one type dude. I've seen some good things, but I also seen a good amount of bad things. So I went and I dove in. This is game 2 versus Alabama, and boy, this was a good game. We're gonna watch a couple of clips here. We're just gonna have to rewind it and just see why I pulled this clip. Now, one of my biggest things, and I say that because I watched this film last week, ended up getting sick, being a dad, lots of stuff happens. But anyways, this is a grade A pass protection game. He showed a lot of good pass protection stuff. But one of my biggest things about Will Campbell, y'all, I just wish he had a little bit of nastiness to him. Like, I just want him to really hit somebody in the run game. And if he left tackle, 66 here is Will Campbell. Like right here, even though like this isn't like priority, he's supposed to be getting out to the boundary here. Like, smash 44, bro. This double team, just smash him quick. He's not even looking at you. He's not to get like, you get him on the ground. Like, he's not looking at you. I do like that his eyes are up to the second level, but like, I just wish Will Campbell had a little bit of nastiness. Even when he gets out here, like, I feel like he has a chance to really get to 13. He doesn't, though. But yeah, but now here we go. Looking at some true pass sets here. Really smart player, y'all. Really good processing in this game displayed. As you see, we have the edge outside linebacker 11 here, and he's going to end up dropping, and you see, look, foot goes in the ground. He's dropping out. Look how quickly his eyes shift to the inside. And that's what you should look for. You should be looking inside out. Obviously, this was his primary responsibility in the protection. He drops out immediately inside, picks him up. We're going to talk about this a lot. He plays a really good knee bend. That's a very important trait to me, or quality, whatever you want to, what word you want to use for a offensive tackle. Great knee bend. It just helps. It helps everything in terms of pass rotation. You're going to see it every rep, like right here, sitting in the chair. Any young offensive lineman, this is how it should look. Knee bend, you're balanced, you're athletic, you're strong. Like, this is everything. Will Campbell gets a lot of talk about his arm length, and some people are like, oh, he's got to be a guard. To me, I'm going to watch more on him to decide that, but I don't like to just pin short arm tackles to guard. Like, oh, you're not long enough to play tackle, you got to go to guard. Like, if you got short arms, you just got to find ways to deal with long arm dooms and know what you can do with what you got. Like, you have guys like Rashawn Slater, guys like Troy Fallon, who short arm tackles, but phenomenal players. Like, they just play with good technique. But on this play right here, just him knowing his striking distance. Also, you just see how fluid he is as an athlete, just getting out there to his landmark, and just look at his timing of his punch. Boom. Like, even though his arms may be shorter, and we'll get the the actual testing numbers in March, late February, whenever the combine comes around, he knows his range and he strikes with accuracy. And another thing with Will Campbell is, look at his elbows and his hands in front of him. His hands are up and ready, and he strikes very quickly, very precise. Love that rep right there. Here's the one good play I seen, and really this is the most physical play I ever seen out of Will Campbell. Most physical play I ever seen out of him. And this is what I want more of. Pulls to the edge. You see the athletic ability. Takes this guy out now. He's wrapped around. So this is gonna get a holding call. You're gonna see the ref throw his flag here. But like, look, he's mad. Like, you took your flag, but maybe something happened. He had to have said something to Will Campbell, because every other play I've seen of Will Campbell, he's not that. That's not him. So it shocked me literally seeing that. And now, obviously, I'm not saying go out there and get penalties, but like, I like my offensive lineman to be nasty, like set the tone. Like, that's what I like, man. So yeah, I had to throw that one clip in there because in the 2 games I've watched so far, it's the only time I've seen that. Also, in the South Carolina game, I noticed how much he communicated pre-snap. Very active communicator. I've seen it in this game, communicating with offensive line, communicating with quarterback. Let's take a look at this rep. Consistent with his technique and getting to his landmark, playing balanced. I like where this hand placement is. He's on the inside, stays locked up. Another rep here. Now, he takes a little punch there. One thing I will say, Will Campbell, like he gets knocked back some, but like I said, the knee bend, he's able to balance and recover. He's a solid athlete, so his knee bend saves him there. I will say Will Campbell does need to be a little bit more powerful. He does need to get stronger. That's something I noticed a lot in the South Carolina game that maybe be like, all right, yeah, I don't really like that. But if, a powerful dude that can play with leverage can get to the middle of his chest like that, they can knock him back. Wasn't too bad. And like I said, he has good knee bend to recover and end up putting that guy on the ground. I love it. I want to see more of throwing bodies on the ground from Will Campbell. Next rep here. This rep he loses. He forces him around the edge though, but on this play, excuse me, just leans forward a little bit too much, just too much forward lean, and you don't see this too often. But it's something we definitely need to clean up, especially if this is a guy that's, most people are saying he's going to be taken inside the top 10. Now, I don't know if I've seen a top 10 player yet, but a lot of people have him mocked in the top 10. They say he's top 10 on the big board. Just something that needs to be cleaned up. It's not usually too big of an issue. But like I said, every play in true pass sets, and just not much to show in the run game because, like, a lot of the times he's kind of on the backside. So I apologize. There's not a lot of run play clips. He's on the backside. It's nothing like too much to point of emphasis. And, if you guys just trust my word, of course, I want y'all to go watch. Go trust your eyes. Don't just take my word of opinion on everything and just think it's true. Like, go watch yourself. That's why I love the NFL draft. Everybody's eyes are different, just like how we hear music different. So I just wish he had a little bit more punch, more power in the run game. He can pull. He can do all the athletic stuff, get to the edge, like things like that. But in terms of pass protection, this game versus Alabama was just consistent. Like I said, landmark, balance, lateral agility. Yeah. Garrett Nussmeier kind of runs that way into a sack. Again, y'all, like he gets talked about for his arm length, but like look at his punch timing and look at the accuracy of it. And one thing is because these hands, and you know what? I think this might be the way they're coaching it here at LSU, because if you look at this tackle, look at his hands are. This guard's hands were up and ready. So shout out to LSU O-line coach if that's him doing that job, because guard's hands come up. Look at his elbows are up. Like, this is great stuff to see, because sometimes I could say a guy like Tyler Guyton, hands are down. Tyler Guyton from last year. Hands just not being ready for battle. And with Will Campbell specifically, what we're focusing on here, his hands are ready for battle, and when he's wanting to strike, he can do it quick. And a very accurate left hand there to the right there, like the collarbone area. Then anchors down really well. But yeah, shout out to Will Campbell, man. This game versus... Sorry, y'all. I had a crazy, weird cough attack. But yeah, this is going to be a consistent dude in terms of getting to his landmark, playing balanced, being very smart, active communicator, lateral agility. We're going to watch another game on him, and we'll probably post it as well. But, like, yeah, Will Campbell, great game versus Alabama. Let me know what y'all think about the player. Let me know what players you guys want to see going forward. We got a long way till April. Like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Right now, TikTok is still active in the United States. We got a couple of weeks left until the ban goes into effect. So you guys can go check me out on there. Go live a couple times a week. Post on there pretty actively. Love interacting. But until then, man, I appreciate it. If y'all made it this far, peace. Y'all be safe.